Does anyone have a question?
So I had a question, Stuart. I didn't get a chance to listen to your positive talk radio, but I was just curious to see how it went.
Well, listen to it. You'll find out. I mean,
Is it recorded?
yeah, it's on my website. You can
Oh, wonderful. I will.
go to my website. It's right there. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of these podcasts. I have like 10 or 15 of them coming up, and I think they're finding them very interesting, bringing this meditation and this level of spiritual work to people that really, they really have no idea. And suddenly, looking at them opening up, I don't know if they're going to be students or not, these people, but it's just been kind of fantastic to do this. I've done a lot of them in India, and I think I have 3 or 4 more to do in India. And the people there are very taken with this because this is so much part of their heritage and culture, and yet they know very little about it. So it's been a very good experience for me. And you can go to that Positive Talk Radio. It's on my website. There's another one on there too. That's with an Indian man I did, and as soon as they publish them, they come to me and I'll have them downloaded on my or uploaded, or I don't know, upload or you download, but I'll put them on my website.
Okay, thank you.
It must be reaching people because I got an invitation today to do a book club in North Carolina. And how they found out about it must be through those podcasts. They asked me for permission to use one of my books in one of their, book club meetings. So I said, yeah, no problem. So it's interesting, you promote yourself a little bit. You never know what's going to come back. Everything from I couldn't stand what you to this is the best thing since chopped liver. Does anyone else have a question? It's changing my life, what I'm doing now, really in such a profound way. And the whole energy of this last meditation is totally different. It's on a whole different level. And I'm hoping that all of you are opening to receive what's coming through. Does anyone have a question? Anyone else?
Hi, Stuart. It's Rafi.
Yes, Rafi.
Hi. I'm going through a personal tough times, and I wanted to see if you can talk a little bit about changes that are coming involving the heart, separation, and ways to trust it and be part of the change and not just let the change take you.
Well, look, change is inevitable, Rafi. In one way or another, we all are changing every day. And, heart things, relationships, that type of thing. Look, I've been through it. And you know what it made me do? It made me go so deep inside myself to connect with God and spirit in order to deal with the drama of that type of thing. It's a lot of, I mean, look, you get married, you have a kid, it's all about love. You have separations, then it's all about money. And it was a whole different energy. And when I went through that, I said to myself, Stuart, you've got to go deep enough to where this drama, and it gets very dramatic, all it's doing is making you get closer to your connection with higher energy in the universe. in order to survive it, I had to get really close to that energy. And it made me grow so deep inside myself that it really transformed me. So instead of being a negative situation, it became a positive situation.
Mm.
The drama of separation forced me to open on a much deeper level than I ordinarily was opening on. And I needed to get my heart open. I needed to get forgiveness in myself. I
Scary.
needed to be able to love. And, and even today, I'm still, I had I just saw my ex-wife, an hour ago,
Mm.
and it's a friendship. It's not all the drama. Boy, it was so much drama when we separated, but now it's like, okay. But what makes it possible is you've got to grow. You've got to realize that this is not a negative situation. It's something you're getting in your life that is really demanding that you grow in your life. So there's forgiveness, and you got to I realized, look, I had X amount of time with this person, and what am I going to do? Hate her?
Mm.
We're separated. How can I get big enough to love her, to love my daughter, to love everybody that was involved in that? And I think it's, look, maybe I'm the wrong person to ask this because I don't think anything is negative. I think everything that happens to us, from the most difficult, dramatic tensions, is an opportunity to learn how to grow inside ourselves.
Yeah.
And if we perceive things that way, you understand, you come out of these dramas as a much better human being. So try that,
I will.
give that and let it make you more open. It's easy to be open when, as I say, when everything is wonderful and happy and everybody's in love with you. Much more difficult to be open when there's all that drama. But but when, a person that can be open while they're taking out the garbage is in a much higher state than somebody who is open when they won the lotto.
Yeah.
Doesn't take anything. You win the lotto, oh my God. And then, 6 months later, you'll find out that nothing really has changed except you have more money. So use it, Rafi. Use it to grow as a person, as a human being. Remember that, the love you had for this person. And if it needs to separate, just let it go. Let it go. With graciousness, with gratitude. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for having children with me. I think best way. I remember when, I'll mention names, somebody got married. I talk about this every so often. Somebody got married and they had this beautiful wedding and celebrating paradise and eternal love. And a year later, the person called me up and told me that the person was beating her, abusing her. And I told her, I said, look, God created marriage, God created divorce. And you have to do both of them with gratitude. Because both of them are amazing teachers.
Yeah.
They're amazing teachers.
True.
So that's what I suggest. Let it make you grow. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get all your energy sucked out of you
Yeah.
because of the drama. Let it go.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? That's what I had to do when I was separating. There was no alternative. I just had to let it go, and I had to use it to grow, use it to get closer to my spiritual life, to God, to becoming more of a human being. and not allowing it to suck all my energy out of me. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you. God bless you all. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being here. And let's continue growing. Look, it's changing so dramatically in me that please do your work, grow inside. I want you to all get the benefits of what's taking place in my life right now. It's completely amazing. The depth, of the inner work and what it's connecting with in the cosmos and the higher forces. So do your work, and God bless you all. Thank you. And there'll be meditation tomorrow evening at, 7:30, and on Thursday at, 1:00, so at 7:30. Thank you, and bless you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you very much, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's
Thank
beautiful.
you, Stuart.
Give my best to Eliad, okay?